What's going on, people? Welcome. Is that the heartbeat throwing me off right at the beginning, man? That was crazy.
No, I'm just pressing buttons now.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, welcome back here. Happy Friday to everybody. It's a little afternoon Eastern time here for the Automation Station. Myself, Dylan, and my co-founder and co-host, Ben, here with PeakBot, the automated trading platform, the household name for automated trading. So big show here today, Ben. Let's get some music going.
Let's do it.
You know, we can do a couple other things. Our streaming platform has some more gadgets and gizmos for us to be messing around with. So we'll see how often that interrupts our show. But a lot to cover here today. Specifically, one strategy that we've been talking a little bit about, but I think we're going to that bot's going to be hogging the mic a little bit today on our show. It's King AI. It's our new and enhanced version of our King Condor strategy with some key changes using AI models that we've built, collecting over 300 points of trade data. And what it does is essentially moves the deltas based on the entry and lets it expire. But we're going to get into all that. We know we got to get a couple people joining in here, so we're not going to give away all the fun. We got some trader trivia. Ben, what else do we want to talk about?
We're going to show the new results chart on the PeakBot app. And if you're using any of our white labels, we're going to show how it looks on white labels. Well, we're just going to show the PeakBot app today because I think we're still rolling it out for white labels. But we'll go over what's new. What's new and improved.
All right. Very cool. And I think just because we're these transparent people, I think we refer to them as partners.
Yes.
Partners.
Yes.
Not everybody knows what a white label means.
Yeah, it's not even really a white label. You're right. We just kind of call them that internally.
Yeah, no, they're partners. We automate for them, whether it's copy trading, algos, or alerts. So a lot. And look, we know results is everything. That's why our team has been focusing a lot on making sure our results dashboards are accurate, up to date, and very easy for you to digest. So that and more today. Okay, Ben, where do we start? Oh, and you know what? I think maybe we put together a trade idea, not financial advice, of course, but that worked last week for me at least.
Yeah, I like that idea of putting together a trade idea.
All right. So where do we start then? I mean, let's maybe do a recap. Of course, we can talk about some other bots results. For the core strategies, King Condor, BenBot, and Shorebo, they have been in and out, on and off, right? Like we expect out of Shorebo and King Condor, right? Some losses, some wins. BenBot's been still our most consistent, but took a beating on that. What was it? Two Fridays
You know
ago?
what though? It was due for a little bit of a pullback. That strategy.
Yeah. I agree with that.
It's been hot since March, right? Since when have we had a bot hot consistently for March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October? We'll say it's just September, 7 months straight.
Yeah, and when we're saying not hot, it's a 3.7% loss on the month so far in October, right?
Yeah.
Like on the 25K, we're sitting here, right? We strive for excellence. That's not fun, but it's less than $1,000 on the 25K that you're trading, right? So, nothing to worry about on BenBot. King Condor traded twice this week. 1 win, 1 loss. We're profitable on the week by a hair, by $15. It didn't trade. King Condor did not trade at all last week. There was J-Pow speeches. There was volatility turning it off. There was maybe a Trump speech. So that's King Condor. Shorebo I'm pulling it up here now. Let's see. So Shorebo, we can pull this up here. Let me just share screen. I need different music, Ben.
You want different music?
Yeah, this isn't the vibe.
Give me the vibe you're looking for. Just give me.
All right, I'll put it on. We never do this one.
This is your outro music.
Yeah, that's what you give me. All right, we're gonna feed the dogs. All right, this ain't it either.
This is the only upbeat.
Yeah, it really is.
Song.
All right, so here's Shorebo. Okay, very active this month. All right, Ben, this is taking more trades than it would in an average month, right? So on average, it's taken about 16 out of 21 trades a month.
Yep.
This month, we can see only one off day on the 8th day. I love this strategy because what was it? It was at the 10th where the market got wrecked by China Trump tariffs, right?
No, just by China.
Yeah. So, to see us be able to pick up a win on that, even if it's not crazy, while the market's going nuts, that's fun to see. So, fair share of wins and losses this month. You can see that this one was hurting us last week on Wednesday, but a green month thus far, which is all we can ask for. But we intend to see some more improvements out of Shorbo here. We're also working on an AI model for our Shorbo strategy as well, which we'll get to. Another 90+% win rate. And yeah, we're skeptical too, but we've been trading it live. Well, at least King AI, which we'll talk about, for a month. And we're seeing, Ben, what's the bot lost once? We're just teasing for people to hang around. 21 trades, 20 wins.
21 trades, 20 wins up. You only need technically only need $1,000 to trade it.
Yeah.
We say budget more,
Right.
but it made $1,800, $1,885 to be exact.
That's 180% return on cash used, technically.
It's 180% cash on cash return right there.
I mean, look, you might not want to hear that. I was just talking to one of our partners about how good the results are in his bot in testing. And, he's like, he's like, look, you might not want to hear that the results are this good, but they are. And that's the reality we're working with here. So, all right. So, Ben, those are the strategies. We're very transparent. Our three main strategies right now, King Condor, BenBot, and Shorebro, they're slower than they've been. They're slower than we want them to be, but we can't just immediately change course. These are short-term trades with a long-term vision. Now, we are making strategy updates, which is why we're going to talk about King AI. And we've got some partners that are absolutely crushing it. And in fact, I'm going to put this out there right now. If you're watching and you want to keep up to speed with PeakBot and our hottest bots, we put out an email every week, a couple emails every week with all the information, who's hot, who's not. Email us at experience@peakbot.com. Just let us know that you're interested in getting on our newsletter, learning about all the bots that are available, and even scheduling time. So email us. Just let us know that you're interested, and we'll have somebody reach out and
email us and say newsletter, and we'll know what
just
to
say
do.
Newsletter or schedule time, whatever you want from us. Tell us, we'll make it happen for you. Okay.
What do you want to do first? Do you want to do trader trivia? Do you want to look at the new results screen, or do you want to talk King AI?
Trader trivia.
Trader trivia.
No. Results.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Let me get a banner.
Actually, hold on one.
Is this a good hold on or a bad hold on?
This is a good hold on. We're in a live trade right now for, oh no, what did I do?
I don't know. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. We're in a live trade right now. The 921 bot from Uncommon Education Trading. I don't know if we've said that name before.
No, but we should pull up the results.
That's who we're partnered with. I've got 3 trades on right now from this partner. 2 on SPY and 1 on Qs. And we'll see how these turn out. For Qs, we got in at 67 cents. We've got a stop at 50 cents. Currently trading at 67 cents. We're bullish here. We're short-term bullish. On SPY, we got in at 44 cents, stop at 32 cents, currently at 37 cents. And then another SPY where we just got in at 37 cents. And we've got our stop at 26. And that stop is going to move up as price moves up. And it's going to get tighter as price goes higher to lock in those profits. So we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, let's head over to app.peakbot.com. We're going to take a look at this awesome new chart that we just pushed out this morning. So previously, this chart on screen here would show an individual's results. And for months, and maybe even years, Dylan, right? We would get people messaging us, say, hey, my chart is off. Like, what's in my account doesn't match what you guys are showing. And long story short, it's unbelievably difficult to get a chart right when there's automation and people are manually intervening. If it was all just automation, easy, fine. That's actually what is shown on screen right now. So we decided, hey, we'll have a separate page for your trade log, which that's going to be the next big release. It's going to be a complete trade log, not just what was traded by a bot. Then you can assign bots to particular trades. That way you can track how bots are doing for you specifically. But now what we can do here is we can look at the overall results based on the average fills that the bot is getting fed back, how each bot is performing. So real quick, I've got BenBot up, we've got King Condor, and this includes backtested and real data, and we've got King AI. This is the hot bot that we're going to be talking about soon. So that's a big update that we've made to our front end. So that chart on the front end there, that's going to show per bot results, not individual results. And that's all based on the lowest amount of units you could have.
Average fills, right? So based on the strategy.
Yep.
Like what we've been doing and showing with our calendars, okay? So those are based on average fills. It may be $5 different or $10 different, on average, but it does shake out. You should see very similar. And of course, if you want the full accurate results, know how to log that and track that in your broker account. But what we're going to track universally is the average fill. So very exciting dashboard. And for our partners and for our individual strategies, we're going to still have, some of these Google Sheets available that give you an overall. Ben, what are your thoughts on, you can say no, because I'm putting you on the spot. I was going to share Uncommon Education Trading's 921 strategy results page, just to kind of tease it here. All right. Yeah. So Ben, maybe put this on the screen, because right now this is available for beta. Maybe put the Uncommon link on screen here. So this is the 921 bot. It's a 921 EMA crossover strategy. Here we go. All right. So what we've got here, this is the log template. So you can see that it takes multiple trades per day, both on SPY and QQQ. All right. This is $1,000 in cash needed, 500 for Qs, 500 for SPY. That's for one unit. Okay. That's just for one unit. And you're able to trade multiple to a cap. But here's the exciting stuff. On $1,000 in cash needed, this is over 62 trading days. I think I was just looking at since going back to 8/1. So I think it's about 35 trading days, 71% return on cash. So roughly, that's about 2% per trading day. All right. Uncommon.peakbot.com right now. Free beta. Okay. Get signed up. It will not be free for launch with these results. Far from it. But here's the dashboard here. So here's the equity curve. These are live trades placed. All right. So you can see the growth here. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have huge wins. You're going to have some drawdowns. Okay. That's all part of any trading strategy. But here's the results. 18% per month on average right now. These are some crazy numbers. Like I was just talking to our partner, Jeremy from UEC, telling, hey, people might not be able to digest this, but this is the reality of these results. So fantastic trades here with UEC.
And bring up that chart real quick again, because I just want to point something out. There are many strategies, including some periods of time for our own strategies, where you're just going to be flat, but you got to be in it, right? You're going to be flat. You might be taking a hit, but then you want to be there when that big swing happens, right? Mm-hmm. Because we don't know when that big swing is going to happen. So if we're consistently getting into positions and we've got a strategy that we like, and a strategy like this is designed to let runners run, you got to be in it to hit those runners. So you got to be willing to be patient, wait a certain amount of time. We could see through August, basically flat until the middle of September. And then we hit a nice bump up. And then from September, basically for another month, it just kind of dipped down until we hit a nice winner. And it seems like, every so often you hit one of those nice big winners that makes the patience pay off.
The suckers are right here. Suckers are if somebody joins here and you don't like it and you unsubscribe here, sucker. Right? Like you got it. Seriously. I mean, right? This is all about timing, and people want instant gratification. People want instant and constant results. The retail traders' expectations are so unreasonably high. And that's unfortunately, the 10% or whatever people who you're never going to please, they end up leaving here and then missing this. So it's going to happen. But what an equity curve. What are results? Look, if this bot continues to do what it's doing now in beta, for another few weeks, another few months, this is going to be a hot commodity, all right? And it's only going to get more expensive because the value is there. So get in now before prices change. So free beta. All right, so that's UET. I know we kind of transitioned this into hot bots. We've got some other partners that have been absolutely crushing it as well. But Ben, do we want to talk King AI? We got a good amount of people here joining. What do we want to do?
King AI or Trader Trivia? What do you want?
Let's do Trader Trivia first. Let's make them wait a little more.
Trader Trivia.
I'll change the music.
For everybody, this is good for Trader Trivia.
Okay, I'll just blast it.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get it on screen. All right, for anybody new, this is how Trader Trivia works. We're going to ask a question. You're going to answer that question by sending us A, B, C, or D to the email on screen. That's experience@peakbot.com. If you get the question correctly, if you answer it correctly, we're going to send you back a link for 1 free month of PeakBot. So if you've ever been considering trying a trading bot before and you never really felt like you wanted to pay for it, well, here's your opportunity to answer this question correctly and try our bot for free. So the question to be answered is, which company was the very first to be listed on the NASDAQ exchange in 1971? So that year alone should rule out a couple of these answers here.
Right.
Was it A, Intel, B, Apple, C, Microsoft, or D, Ampex? Think about it. Email us, experience@peakbot.com. If you get it right, we're going to email you back with 1 free month of PeakBot.
And in the meantime, Ben, what'd you have for dinner last night? I was premature. I didn't even let you start.
Yeah, you didn't even let me start. I don't know. I don't think I had dinner.
We were just working.
I had like a couple snacks.
Yeah.
I had multiple snacks for dinner, which isn't normal. Usually I have dinner.
Yeah. You're well fed.
Yeah.
So okay, what's the snack on your mind right now? Like if or what was the go-to snack yesterday?
Greek yogurt with walnuts, blueberries, dark chocolate chips, and chia seeds.
Ben's trying to slim or something. Ben's trying to be healthy. That's a well-rounded meal there. I mean, I'm not making fun of you. I'm jealous.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. When you can be tasty and healthy, that takes effort. But when you can be tasty and healthy, it's a good way to live. Anything else?
You know what? I did have that. That was like my late night snack. I'll call it the dinner was my wife made like a mock pliable. You've got like a base. Yeah, so it was a mango pineapple base with strawberries, bananas, Nutella, honey, granola. That was good.
Yeah, dude. That probably had you going for a little bit. You probably got a little sugar, intake there.
Yeah, between that and my yogurt, forget it.
All right. Well, that's what we do to kill time here. We talk about food. So again, last chance. Email us. Okay, let's get to Doug. So let's give some. No, did you know? I'm all over the place. Give us a fun fact, Ben.
Did you know that in 2010, the stock market experienced a mysterious event known as the flash crash? And within just a few minutes, the Dow Jones Industrial Average plunged nearly 1,000 points. It's one of the fastest and steepest drops in history before quickly recovering most of the losses. This volatility caused panic and confusion, and after investigation, it was revealed that the crash was largely triggered by trading algorithms, specifically high-frequency trading algorithms, which reacted to large sell orders and rapidly amplified price swings through automated trades. highlighting the risk of algorithmic trading. And we stand here today to gladly tell you that that will not happen with our bots.
Yeah.
We're not high frequency trading. We're not going to trade multiple positions over and over and over. You are in a safe place.
Safe here with PeakBot. Scary. No, look. We're in the jungle, okay? Like, we don't get it wrong. We are in the jungle of the stock market, but we have found safety. We have found shelter in trusted, reliable automation with transparent results and excellent customer service. Anyway, let's tell the people. Oh, wait, my guess, Apple, Microsoft, and ruling out Intel. I feel like could have been around that long. I've never heard of Ampex. D. I'm with Doug.
D with Doug. And D is correct. The first company listed on the NASDAQ was Ampex, a pioneer in audio technology. Good name for that, Ampex.
That is.
And that's how NASDAQ became the home for smaller tech-focused companies.
All right. Well, if you emailed us D and your name isn't Doug, you just earned a free month of PeakBot Pro Plus. Just kidding, Doug. So take advantage. Thank you for emailing us. All right. So we've gone over a couple things. We've gone over our bots results. We've gone over the new results tracking for us and our partners. We've gone over on UET, Uncommon Educating Trading, Jeremy over with his 921 bot in beta right now. A lot of hype there. Okay. That's why we beta everything, but a lot of hype. Now we're going to transition. And Ben, I know you're pulling up the results, which is what everybody wants to see, but I think you got to pull up the logo too. Love the logo.
The logo?
Yeah. Am I asking too much? It's not important right now. I'll pull it up. Let's get to the date.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll find it.
I don't have it readily available. I guess I could put it onto the sheet real quick. Hold on.
Not a big deal.
Let me do. No. I can.
Because I love the logo.
Stall for 30 more seconds.
So I can do that. I'm pretty good at that. But what I'm thinking, I have it right here. I'm going to share screen actually.
No, don't. I got it. All right.
What we wanted to do. What?
Pull up my screen.
Okay.
There we go.
There it is. So it's the king. So the king condor strategy had that crown there. Now we've thrown AI in there, as you can see.
Can you find the AI?
Yeah. This is not Illuminati.
It does give Illuminati vibes.
It does. But that's okay. All right. Now, let's give the people what they want to see. So, Ben, you got 10 seconds. We're in an elevator, okay? And you got to tell the person watching this who's never even heard of PeakBot before, stumbled into this on Twitter today. What can they expect with this strategy? What do they need to know?
This bot is using AI and machine learning and learns on itself every day to improve on itself every day to choose different price levels that are the most advantageous for you to enter a position at, yielding roughly a 97, we have 98.3 here, 98% win rate.
There you go. That's it. And the average win $100 per win with that 98% win rate. So Ben, let's dive in here a little bit more. So this is an adaptation to our King Condor strategy, which is a great strategy, but it has drawdowns, and we wanted to figure out how we can limit that. And what we found is high level. I'm going to give the high level updates, Ben, and if I'm oversharing, you'll tell me, and then I'll hand it into you to dive into any specifics, or maybe looking at the position today, which I know truthfully was close to the upper edge.
We're right there. We're still right there.
So we'll keep Calm and Condor on. That's one of the major updates here, is that on King AI, there's actually no active stop loss built in. We enter and we let it rock. Now, the other big part of it is the entry, as Ben mentioned. Instead of always, Ben, King Condor, off the top of my head, we got a lot of strategies now. 20 delta.
Yep.
So normal King Condor strategy is always going to enter both sides of that Iron Condor at the 20 delta with $10 wide wings. King AI takes our model and 300 plus data points and determines, hey, do we walk this back? Do we want a lower delta, 15, 10, 5, or do we like the 20? Do we want to go even tighter and earn even more premium? So it's adaptable each day, and it gives us a confidence rate, and it enters based on what the model says. So what has happened, Ben, is the average win on King Condor was about 300. Average win here is 100, but the win rate goes from roughly 56% to 98. All right, so we'll sacrifice a third of the returns if it means we're going to almost double our win rate.
Yep.
Right. So what else do we see here looking at this, Ben?
I mean, it's just the big difference here as well is typically we would only back test based on when daily expirations were available. So back to May 16th, 2022. We decided we were going to go even further back because we wanted more data to train our model on. And we go all the way back to 2016. That doesn't mean that we're trading every day back in 2016, but it means that whenever there is a 1DTE available, so back in 2016, once a week, we would consider that day for a trade. Now, it's still possible that there would not be a trade placed if the model said not to take the trade, or if we're keeping our VIX parameters from the King Condor, we're keeping those VIX parameters the same. So if VIX or the model said don't trade, it wouldn't trade. And we can see that there was a week skipped here from January 11th, 2016 to January 26th. But we can see as time goes on, we're just gathering more data, winning. And then when losses do come, not going to lie, they hurt. They're going to hurt, right?
What I expected. That's we know
Right.
the risk going into every trade. It's still $1,000 minus the premium you earn, which is about on average 100. Now that's what we see here. That's pretty much a max loss, I would assume.
Yep, exactly. So that's always something to keep in mind. But we're going to make up for that and more, because we can see there's quite a bit of different distance between our losses, and sometimes it's not even a full loss. Sometimes we fall in that zone where we make a good amount of premium and we fall between strikes at the end of the day. So a lot of data. As we can see here, there's been there's been almost 1,400 trades analyzed. And like I said, this is using a machine learning model, so it is learning every single day. Bases decisions off of 300 different data points, including ATR, moving averages, RSI, different Greeks at different times of the day. A lot of data going into this decision-making process. Is actually crazy. When I got a demo of this for the first time, all of this data is all processed in under 3 seconds to make a trading decision. And then bam.
Show them this. It's insane. Show them the equity curve.
I
This is all numbers.
don't like showing this. It's like
I said, I think, Ben, what I'm learning after working with our partners is we're too humble, I think. We're so transparent. When things are good, that's expected. When things are bad, it's unexpected for us to be transparent, in which we are. So we should be transparent when it's good. You know what I mean? This is really freaking good. And
yeah.
And look, we're going to make adjustments. I'm sure things are going to change. Markets are going to change. But right now, based on backtested data and live trading data for a month, these bots have been taking trades in our accounts live for a month, ever since what Ben's probably highlighting.
Yep.
That's those are live trades. What's the result? Just give me the return on the live trades.
So yeah, all of these are live trades. We did lose once during this last month of testing, but if we add all that up, that is $1,885 of profit there. And this day that we lost here, this was the day that Trump threw the China tariff bomb on us and the market went bananas.
Yep.
So I don't even want to blame the model for that.
No.
But
I tell you what you can blame. Okay?
Tell me.
Well, it's not fun, but speaking of transparency, right? Here's the reality. Here's the reality, and it's because I'm trading it. Okay? It's because I'm trading it. Now, we keep calm and we condor on. Okay? That's the whole mindset of this strategy, is trust the entry. When it loses, it loses. This is a wide range right now. We're seeing some serious consolidation, okay, for the last hour or so. But you can see we're right on our number here. 805 is where we're trying to stay below. It's at 802 right now. And if we stay under, do you know? I forget the premium collected today, but it was probably again right around $100. I can look at my account.
Yeah, I think it was like $105, $110,
Yeah.
something like that.
So look, I mean, we're at all-time highs, by the way. If you're not, if you're a fan of the market, we are at all-time highs right now. So maybe a little bit of a pullback, but right now we're out of the money. We're okay. But that wouldn't be it wouldn't surprise me, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. It just wouldn't surprise me with our timing. But anyway, that's it. Open position. We'll see how it goes. All right, Ben. What else can we accomplish here today? I know it was kind of maybe a shorter show, but do we have economic events that we want to cover?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go over some economic events. Let me get that all prepped on my screen real quick.
Sure.
Share this tab, not that tab.
And keep an eye out for an email from us this Sunday. If you're on our email list, Hot Bots, we're going to be telling you exactly who's crushing it right now and go from there. All
right. So today we had CPI this morning. We had the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report. CPI really bumped us up this morning, bumped the market up. Looking into next week, well, the rest of the day, not much going on. We got oil rig counts in a half hour. That's all that's on this calendar. If we go over to Financial Juice, which is another data source that I like to look at for news and political events, we've got just the oil rig counts, and then Trump is headed to Malaysia. So multiple sources for this type of information. I like looking at all of them just to cross-check. But let's go back to TradingView and look at what's happening next week. So on Monday, durable goods, pre-market, and then we got some note auctions throughout the day. Nothing to be turning our bots off. On Tuesday, again, not a lot of stuff going on, not a lot of high impact stuff going on. On Wednesday, moving right along, we've got FOMC interest rate decision Wednesday afternoon. So that does mean Tuesday is a little bit at risk because sometimes news from FOMC leaks out on a Tuesday versus a Wednesday. We've been caught on the wrong side of that too many times to say, hey, let's continue to trade through on a Tuesday. So bots will be off Tuesday going into Wednesday, and then Wednesday going into Thursday. FOMC, I say this every time, Dylan, we should golf.
Yeah, you're right. We're running out of time here in the Northeast.
Yeah, that's true. Then we got GDP numbers, jobs numbers on Thursday. All of that is pre-market. Going into the afternoon, not too much going on. Then we got PCE, we got employment. We've got Chicago PMI on Friday. Not much to shut the bots off for, but we'll see if anything else materializes coming out of FOMC. So looking ahead to next week, we've got FOMC, but other than that, I think we're, in my opinion, at least pretty solid.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. I want to address a couple things. So first off, Doug had a question earlier.
I like Doug's statement versus his question.
I showed this on screen while you were reading off the events. Definitely got a chuckle. So the King AI, result sheet, does the P&L include exchange fees and commission?
It does. It includes the exchange fees. So it assumes that every contract has about $1.12 of fees attached to it. So that's going to be your 65 cents on average is on the high end of what you're going to pay per contract. And then the exchange fees of roughly 50 cents, a little less than 50 cents.
Tradier Pro and Tradier Pro Plus minimizes your fees pretty significantly, especially on SPX and ETFs and index funds. So it's a big deal. And by the way, for those curious, SPX is dropping. I'm staying on the 15-minute bars. I will not go under 15 minutes. Thomas, do
not succumb to the 1-minute bars.
Thomas is sitting on 1-minute bars all day.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
I don't get it. All right. So I think where we should end this is just a quick update. We're going to be moving our we have our link tree, which is right below me right now, linktree.com/use PeakBot. This is going to be transitioning over into a more official marketplace, or what we like to call the bot shop. And so I'll just show our active partners right now on top of PeakBot here, and we've got some really exciting ones in beta coming as well. But of course, we've got PeakBot here. We've been doing this for quite a while. We got our demo. We have our alerts. Okay, so if you're not ready to automate or don't have a broker in which you can do so, you can go right on here for $99 a month. Get all of our alerts live in real time, and we're working on a click to build feature coming soon. Jared28, so hot. He is up 45%, maybe even larger now, close to 50%, just in 3 months, not even 3 months. He started July 29th on a 5K account. He's made over $2,200 in returns so far. I'm trading it. It's ridiculous. It's saving me. Okay, this is the golden rule, diversification, not financial advice. But when our bots aren't crushing it, others are. And you want to be as spread out as humanly possible. I've made $2,200 in the last 2.5 months on Jared28 doing nothing.
And you only needed to use $5,000 for that.
$5,000. Tradier exclusive, by the way. If you want to be fully hands-off, go to our boy Mark Phillips over at Harvested Financial for a financial advisor to manage your portfolio for you using our strategies and exclusive strategies built just for Mark and Harvested Financial. We got Trendy John over from Simpler Trading, huge trading business and platform. He's got his Iron Fly strategy that is out now. He's got some other stuff coming. He definitely has his other PMZ strategy coming. Maybe copy trading. If you're hearing that now first, it might be the first time you've heard it. It's not even official. Terry's tips on five. Ben, what's Terry's tips? Is he up over 40% on the market on the year now? I think he's close to it.
I'm thinking. Let me pull up my account real quick.
Right. I'm pulling up the Saturday report.
You start the year with 40 grand. I know roughly where I'm at from that. I'm up like $24,000 from the beginning of the year.
Unbelievable.
So with 40 grand, I'm up over 50% on Terry's tips.
Insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that every year.
Yeah. This is the secret sauce right here. Probably our most underrated partner. I'm going to say that. He's our most underrated partner. And started out the year slow. But what a comeback. And then the results are here. We shouldn't have been shaken at all. Squeeze Finder.
I think that 35% needs to be updated, but we'll double check. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't.
Last year you made 35%.
Oh, that's last year? Okay, I thought that was
2024. 2025 isn't finished yet, believe it or not. SqueezeBot from Squeeze Finder, excellent strategy and entry strategy for big winners. We're looking for short squeezes there. Of course, the Max Bundle and so much more. We have Jake from Gexco coming in. We have weekly superstars from JTNC. We have so many things coming out over the next few months, and you're going to see our new bot shop in our marketplace. We'll tease that on this show once it's fully ready, and it's close. But a lot going on here, people. A lot of money being made, and you only help to bulletproof yourself more and more as the more strategies that you can trade at once. So, Ben, what did we miss, man?
I think we covered it all. We covered King AI. We covered our new results dashboard. We covered trader trivia, economic events, talked about hot bots. Make sure you're on our email list to get that email every Sunday night, and not the type of hot bots that are following Doug around on the internet. So let's wrap it up and get out of here.
All right. Everybody loves a hot bot. We will be live again Monday morning. No, full week. We already went over that. Full week next week. We'll be live Monday morning for Man and Machine. It's not this week that Mark is joining us, I don't think, but probably the next one for his monthly recap. We'll be live Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.